Shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. And peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. And to you speckled-bearer Israelites that are scattered across the four corners of the earth that look like the heathen nations. So y'all say shalom. And I also want to give a shalom to all you brothers and sisters that may be listening and learning to these videos. And that's waking up in these last days. And shalom to all you brothers that are out there on the highways and byways, preaching and magnifying the name of Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai in these last days, and trying to wake up the elect. And I also want to mention that this video is only for the Israelites, and the Israelites are the Lord's chosen people. Who everybody calls Jesus, his name is Yahweh Shai, and who everybody calls God, ignorantly, his name is Yahweh. Yah meaning he, Hawa is he is. That's his name. God is just a title. And the Israelites are who you also call, who you call black people, African American, Hispanic, wetback, beaters, Native American, savages. Those are the Israelites according to the Bible. Always have been and always will be. But I'm coming back at y'all with another video on this is on my app called Newsbreak. Gotta keep up with prophecies. All praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. And I'm coming back at y'all with this video on it says time travel could be possible, but only with parallel timelines. Now, there's no such thing as no time travel, man. It's crazy because I just watched the brother's video on I don't know his name. But I subscribe to the GMS doctrine. I believe what they are saying and what they teach is the 100% truth. And I'm fully persuaded in my own mind, that they have the truth, that the elders and apostles of Great Millstone have been chosen by Yahweh Shem Shai to teach this word and wake up the elect. But anyways, I came across this video also, and basically, Esau, they try to, Esau, if you don't know who Esau is the so-called white race or Caucasian race, today, that's what they call themselves, but that's who the Edomites are, according to who people call God, calls them. That's who you call God calls them in the Bible. That's who the Creator gave them the nationality to be as Edomites. There's no such thing as Caucasian. You will not find that word in the Bible, nor white people. You won't find it. That's a social construct that they have made up. But there's no such thing as no time travel, man. But I want to get this because everything was already set up in the beginning. This is a classic, Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10. Where is that? It says, I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, remember the former things of old, for I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I am Yahweh, and there is none like me. Verse 10, it says, declare the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. You see that? So when you declare something, that means you announce it. You let it be known. But it said from the beginning. So meaning going back to the creation of the earth. When Yahweh, the Most High, created Yahweh Shai, which he was created. And Yahweh Shai created the angels. And then they are called the Elohim in Genesis, the first chapter and the first verse. When they created the earth and all the different planets and the galaxy and all that, the Lord Yahweh himself, the Most High, had already declared from the end, from the beginning, all the different empires that were going to rule, us going to slavery, us going to captivity, us coming back into power. All these things were already, set up in the spirit, and, like I said, with this time travel stuff and me coming across this brother's video on it's called Project Looking Glass. I forgot what they said on the video, but it was two Edomites talking, and there was one Edomite. He used to be in like the military or whatever. And they had like these little, I forgot what they said it was called, like mirror things, in different parts of the earth, where they basically tried to see into the future, but like, the way he was describing it, he was basically saying they kept getting the same answer, and it wasn't what they wanted to hear. But basically, what they was getting was like it was bad things. It wasn't good, And this proves that, I mean, it was bad for them. Let me say that. It was bad for so-called white people or these heathens. Because what he said was really interesting, And that's crazy because I came across this article, time travel could be possible. Well, why are they thinking about that? Because they're trying to escape. They're trying to escape what's coming, but you can't escape it. Like I just read, the Lord has declared everything from the beginning. You was created. These elite bankers, these all these rich people that are in the world, you were created. Let's get that in the book of Job chapter 9 and verse 24, right? Because them having access to this different technology and to being able to maybe see into the future and all this stuff, the Lord has given you these things. They think that they are the Lord. Let's get this in the book of Job chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, "The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" You see? So the earth has been given to the wicked, which are you Edomites. You Rothschilds and, you Rockefellers and, Oppenheimers and DuPonts and Waterburns and you Gettys. You fake issues, small hats, and you lower luminaries, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg. Hey man, these are just puppets, man. For they're Edomites too. The ones I just named, Elon and Mark Zuckerberg, they're just puppets. But they're the wicked too, because they're all Edomites. Even though the issues, the small hats, they kind of categorize themselves as a different race of people than the rest of these, average so-called white people out here, because they're in a position of power, But ultimately, all Edomites, wherever they're at on the earth, you're still considered better than a Israelite or a so-called black person or African American, Hispanic, Native American. Your position in this world is at an advantage. It don't matter where you are. Even if you are in a low position, you still have an advantage, because this is your world, But let me read some of this. It says, "Have you ever made a mistake that you wish you could undo?" And to a certain extent, we all kind of want those things to happen, but everything is already predetermined, predestined, like I just read. Because the scriptures say, let me get this in Proverbs. We don't control anything, and we don't have free will. It says, "Man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man that understand his own way?" You see that? You don't control your directions. You don't control what you do, good or bad. The Lord does. So when it says, "Have you ever made a mistake that you wish you could undo?" Well, even your thoughts in your head, where those come from, it ultimately comes from the Lord. It says, "Correcting past mistakes is one of the reasons as we find the concept of time travel so fascinating." It says, "As often portrayed in science fiction," right, it's what it is, it's fiction. It says, "With a time machine, nothing is permanent anymore." It says, "You can always go back and change it." It says, but is time travel really possible in our universe, or is it just science fiction?" And the answer is that it's science fiction, because if they could do that, then that means that they can somehow change the future, but they can't do that. You can't do that, because all spirits obey the Lord. Everybody on this earth, whether you an Israelite or whether you a nation that's not an Israelite, which are heathens, everything is controlled by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Let's get this in the book of Job, chapter 14 and verse 4. Right? Verse 5. It says, "Seeing his days are determined, and the number of his months are with thee, Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. You see? So the Lord, everybody on this earth, like I said, whether you an Israelite or whether you an Edomite or whether you are a Hamite or whatever you are, the Lord has already set it up for you to be a certain way, or you to go through certain things in the end, do this or do that. The Lord has already, all those things have already been predestined way before you was even born. And then everybody is regenerated too, reincarnated. So we've all been here plenty of times. So there's nothing possible that you could do to change anything. Let me get this. I was reading this earlier, the book of Sirach. I believe it was at Sirach chapter 18, I believe. I'm trying to see if I remember where it is. Right? Let me get this. I'm gonna read verse 1, Sirach chapter 18, verse 1. It says, He that liveth forever hath created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he. Verse 3 says, Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. For he is the king of all, by his power dividing holy things from among them profane. You see that? And what is something that's profane? Profane meaning ungodly, wicked, perverse. The Lord has created people that are wicked, which are specifically called the nation of Edom, you so-called white people. And you have the sons of men, which they're wicked too, but they're not the nation that's specifically called the wicked, right? It says, verse 4 says, To whom hath he given power to declare his works, and who shall find out his noble acts? Right? Who has he been given power to declare his works? Right? To break down the scriptures, to explain the things that are the prophets, that are Israelites. Verse 5 it says, Who shall number the strength of his majesties? And who shall also tell out his mercies? Right. This is the point. This is verse 6. It says, As for the wondrous works of the Lord, there may be nothing that be taken from them, and neither may anything be put out them, neither can the ground of them be found out. You see that? So, you can't go back and change your life or go back in time and fix something. Ultimately we were set up to go off, especially you Edomites, man. The Lord didn't set y'all up to be his people, man. He hates you. He hates all so-called white people, man. And even when we go off, it was ultimately set up too. It was set up by the Lord for us to go off. So you can't change that. I'm gonna read this. This part says, Our modern understanding of time and causality comes from general relativity. It says, Theoretical physicist Albert Einstein's theory combines space and time into a single entity. Space-time, it says, and provides a remarkably intricate explanation of how they both work at a level unmatched by any other established theory. It says this theory has existed for more than 100 years. It says it has been experimentally verified to extremely high precision, so physicists are fairly certain it provides an accurate description of the causal structure of our universe. Right? Hey man, whatever you try to do, Esau, it's just not gonna work, man. Because the Lord is gonna put it on your spirit to do certain things. Like the real reason of why you even trying to go back in time anyways, because you're trying to stop what's to come, but you can't. You can't do that. You can't do that. Let me get this in what was that? Romans chapter 9. Let me get this. Maybe I should go to Genesis chapter 25. I think that is where Jacob and Esau were born. Hold on.